So what is everybody aiming at in financial markets and trading and investing? People want to retire, they want to pay off their bills, they want to retire early, they want to become rich, they want to become free, family time, quality time with the family, they want to do all that good stuff. But understand this, retire young, you want to live while you're young. But there's no retirement. I want you guys to understand this properly. I have a gift and I can't retire from my gift. You never see a bird retire from flying, a fish retire from swimming. They swim in schools, but they don't go to school. Yeah, we got God given gift, retirement. Retirement in a human being is becoming unproductive. It's dying to oneself. It's like literally going to the grave with all that God sent you with now. You don't retire from your gift. You do it until you die. So if you have a gift, we have no retirement. I can't retire from what I do when it comes to coaching, mentoring, liberating, educating people, sharing my knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, helping someone, impacting someone, influencing someone in a positive way for their life to become better. I ain't got no retirement. Yeah, I could be old and frail and I still gonna be sharing that knowledge. I'll die with that. That's you looking for retirement. You can't retire. You're gonna become unproductive. Like people want to leave their jobs. They want to walk away from their jobs. We got people who have their jobs, have their businesses, and they're still trading and making money, but they're not walking away from their job because they understand trading is not in their way of their job. They have their gift on their job. They love their job. The job is an actual way of making and earning money and having an income. Nice. While they build their wealth here and do their stuff. So not to just okay, I make 100,000, I make 200,000, I'm gonna take off and run. Even if you're about to leave your job, it's because you have enough money to actually invest in something that you had, some idea you had since you was young, something you always wanted to open a business with, and get into some business, whether you're going to real estate, build up some properties, whatever the case may be. You have to be doing something else, investing somewhere else. Walt Disney, all the billionaires, all the millionaires, they're not just on a beach rocking back, eating and drinking themselves to death. They got all the money in the world to live their best life, but they're still being productive, looking at more things, making more investments, generating more ideas. They're always productive. So a man with all that money is what he could actually want again, what he could actually do again. He's definitely not just sitting down. He's doing things just as he always have been doing. It doesn't matter how much money he has, right? So when you look at retire young, no. No retiring young. It's not always about running off your job and just trying to sit on home and trade and you got to find something else to do. So when I now started to make money coming up, good. I always had an idea since I was a young guy. I used to always run down on the beach, do roast fish, do steamed fish, and that's how JoJo Steamed Seafood come about. That's how we opened up the restaurant. Alright? Because I always had this idea. So I was like, okay, making some money now, let me buy some stuff, let me open this thing and let me get it out there. Register the business, get it out there, and start to do well. So, retire? No. And even if we leave in our job, we want to create our own business and see about our own business while we still have trading going on. Nice. You have to diversify, you have to do multiple different things. It's not about just sitting down and trading and you're on a phone or you're on a laptop. So understand that. Very important. Retire early. All people want to retire early. If you retire early, what are you going to do? You use trading, you retire from your job, you retire early, you have nothing else to fall back on, you have nothing else to do, no other investment, no other business. You're going to just sit down and watch charts, sit down and trade, and you think that's what people actually do. If you look at people in financial markets, trading is their job. It's their job. It's like somebody has 9 to 5, but these traders, this is their job. Outside of that, they don't take money out of their trading account to do anything. They have a job and they're trading their stuff, building their money, and they got businesses on the outside that they're doing their stuff otherwise. You retire early and you feel really just rocking back just like that. That's not the aim. Becoming rich. You just want a couple millions in your account to say that you're rich. What you all want is a cash flow. Even if you have a cash flow of 50,000, 40,000, 60,000 and your living expenditure is 5% of that, or 10% of that, you still already in a good place. You're sustainable, you have enough money to do all that you need to do, pay all the bills, and still have enough left over, that you're already rich already. You have that cash flow, you have that, money generating, and you're living on this amount, making this amount. When you don't pay all your bills, you still have this amount remaining, and you're consistently flowing like that. You're already rich. You don't need to be up in the billions and millions and seven figures and things. No, you just need that flow. Eventually, you accumulate that, no problem. And when it comes to freedom, you need to free yourself before anything else. And I mean, freedom is not the end. Freedom is the beginning. Yeah. You're not supposed to seek this at the end of when you get what you want financially. You should seek this first, because you gotta set your mind free, unlearn, relearn, reprogram your mind. This is where your real freedom comes. You gotta free yourself from mental slavery. Yeah, free yourself from all the depression and all the oppression and all the different, capitalism system and corporate world and job, and you gotta free yourself from all the programming and conditioning from schools and money and business and all these different things that you learn that holding you back. You gotta free yourself from all the things that plaguing you, bad habits, bad disciplines. Yeah, you gotta fast, whether it's drinking, smoking, partying, womanizing, whatever the case may be. You gotta free yourself first. So when people look into business, they look at us to see we doing our thing. You gotta become a business person. You have multiple businesses, right? You gotta have investments across different places. Nice. You gotta come outside of your country and do things in the world also. You gotta set yourself free. Don't worry about retiring. Still be grateful until you die. Yeah, do like Jesus Christ and Apostle Paul. It is finished. I have finished my course, what I come to earth to do. It is finished. Nice. Retiring early could be detrimental to you. You have to be productive and keep growing, keep generating ideas, keep investing, and keep doing your stuff. Becoming rich is just a matter of cash flow for you to do, live on a certain amount. Don't live above your means too much. Stay intact and you're going to be good. Freedom, you got to free yourself first. Hope you learned something here. Business, entrepreneurship. God wisdom.